Hey guys, so welcome back to topic number 37, and today we're going to talk about evolution. So, scientists actually got evolution wrong. And what I mean is that um, I learned in science class about evolution, and what I learned is that I used to, well, not argue, but I used to have a conversation with my biology teacher about evolution. And I kept thinking to myself, the idea that I came up with in my head, I couldn't understand how how human beings came from primates. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, something's like doesn't make any sense. And primates are animals. Human beings are a different class of beings. So I'm going to explain evolution, actually the true meaning of evolution, and it's going to make sense to you when you think about it. So, okay, so we have the word evolution. So that word, the true definition, one true definition of that word is something or someone has to be the same in order for evolution to occur. So what I mean is that, for example, we have animals and human beings. Animals and human beings are like or alike or similar. So I'm gonna break this down. So the word similar actually comes from the word same, and the word same is actually split apart into a thing or things that are the same, or to a thing or things that are different. So we have animals and human beings. Animals and human beings are alike. But what scientists need to understand is that when we look at evolution of humanity, how humans were created or where we come from, animals and human beings are different. They're animals, we're human beings. So that doesn't make sense for evolution for human beings to come from animals to come from animals or primates, because we're different. We're a different class of being. So, evolution also exists in a lot of different forms. And what I mean is that I'm trying to give a good example. So, like I said before, in order for evolution to occur, in order for a change to occur, something has to be the same. So, for example, we have primates. Primates, evolution can happen in primates. Can happen in primates because primates or like animals such as monkeys and chimpanzees and apes and animals like that. Evolution can occur because primates are one race, and then that one race is split apart into other animals that have the same some things that are same about those animals and some things that are different. So another example is when we have human beings. Evolution can occur with human beings because human beings are the same. We're all human beings, but yet again, we're all different. There's male, there's female. And when we talk about, for example, I'm going to talk about transgenders. So the reason why people don't understand, really, I am not offended or I'm not mad at people that don't understand transgender people. The reason why people don't understand because people choose to be ignorant. And their evolution is also of humanity. When I talk about transgenders, and what I mean is that um, people don't know that there are two sexes. One sex is male, one sex is female, but people don't understand. When we use words, we have to understand definitions. So I'm tired of people I'm annoyed by people keep using words they don't understand. The word sex means male and female. There are only two sexes, male, female. But let me be more specific. There are only two sexes of a human being, a biological female and a biological male. But also coming with that biological male and biological female is the gender of that biological male and biological female. So for example, that biological male's gender is a female, not a biological female. The word biological means that Now, this is the evolution part comes in at. The word biological is actually related to the word evolution. So biological is the definition of that is um, going deeper within the understanding that there's two sexes and two genders. Um, People don't understand that male and female, the two biological sexes have to be um, they have to be the same in order for evolution to occur. So what I'm trying to say is that we have a biological male. It's not possible for when we're talking about science. It's not possible in science. The science's idea of evolution basically is magic. They're trying to I'm gonna jump back to the animal reference. Science's idea of evolution is basically, animals going to human animals transforming to human beings. That's magic. An animal and a human beings are two different forms. That's impossible in physical in this world for an animal to become a human being. That's impossible. So the scientists' idea or concept of evolution that animals came from human beings. We came from human beings. That doesn't make sense. An animal cannot, not can, cannot transform or change or evolve into a human being. That's impossible. That would be magic. And science does not support magic. So back to the biological thing. So we have a biological male, and the only way for that biological male to become a female, if they were to do a transition, is that means that male and female have to be the same. In the beginning, I'm not talking about spirituality, but in the beginning, somewhere male and female were the same. So I'm gonna go back to the word. When something is the same, the word "same," the definition of something the same, you could think of it as when something is the same, you have to split that in half. Some things are going to be the same, and some things are going to be different. So that's the definition of evolution. Evolution is not the definition of evolution is not what science is supporting. That doesn't make any sense. So we have a biological male, and people don't understand that. Well, really, what men and women are understanding is that there are many facts that make up a female. So there are many facts that make up a male. So when we have a biological male transitioning to a female, they carry some same properties and some different properties. So for example, when a male becomes a female, they carry that transgender female now carries the same type or texture of skin. They develop breasts in the same way females do. They develop all these things that are the same. So a person like an ignorant male or ignorant female cannot deny that a transgender female is not a female. Now, they are right when they say females aren't females, but females aren't biological female. A transgender female is not a biological female. Yes, that is correct. A transgender female will never be a biological female, but you can't say that they're not females because they carry the same properties. Again, they carry the same type of skin, they develop they develop breasts the same way as a biological female does. People don't understand that. For some reason, people are only looking at paying attention to one fact, and they think that one fact is more significant than all the other facts. All facts are equal, and people are looking at the fact that a transgender female cannot have a child. She's not a woman. She's not a female. That's not true. A biological components or biological genitalia only means that this female has one more fact has one fact that's just unique. All the facts that biological females carry or a transgender female carry, they're all unique. All facts are unique, but no fact is better than the other or more special. So I want people to understand that, about the transgender concept, that a transgender female I mean, a biological female, um, the fact that she's able to carry a child, people think that that is the only fact that they need to pay attention to in order to define a transgender female, and that doesn't make any sense. Again, the definition of evolution, you can factor down the word evolution to the word same. And again, as I said, something that is the same has to be split apart into something or some things that are the same and some things that are different. So that is the definition, the true definition of evolution. It is not the concept that scientists have about animals being human beings. That's not possible. Evolution does not mean that a something or something can change into a totally different form, and that's evolution. That's what science is supporting, and that doesn't make any sense. That's impossible. Evolution evolution can only occur is if something is the same or people are the same. So when it comes to life and death concept, people, that's why there are a lot of atheists in the world, because they don't understand also about the whole, there's evolution of life and death as well. And again, life and death have to be um, life and death are, you can think of life and death like transgenders. I mean like the two sexes and the two genders, like I just explained. You can think of life as the sex and death as the gender. But within, like, you can think of, yeah, life as a sex and death as the gender, and life transitions into death. But death is not completely death. It's half death and half life. So that means that life, when we, we're living now, but when we die, none of us really truly die. There's life. So life is like sex. It's like the sex, and then when life transitions over to death, it will never be biologically life. That biological part will never leave death. Will leave that the gender. But death can never be completely death. Like, for example, like I said before, that a biological female can transition to a male, but that transgender male is not completely will never be completely a male, because that's just the way nature intended. They'll always carry that biological property or properties. And just like life transitions to death, but death will never be completely death. It will always carry biological properties, which in this case will be life. So yes, there is life after death. That's evolution of life and death. Evolution of humanity, male and female. Biological male can be a female. Biological female can be a male. Can be a male. So yeah. So hopefully people understood what I said about evolution. It's hard to explain in one video, so I'll have to continue to make more videos about evolution. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.